I can't really stress enough how hot it is here.
Yeah.
And without water, it would be difficult to survive in these conditions.
Now, Michael Mosley's family say they will not lose hope after Greek authorities appeared to rule out the possibility he fell into water. Let's speak to David Brown, the chief news correspondent at The Times. A real mystery, David, surrounding Dr. Mosley's disappearance, and now his wife, Dr. Claire Bailey Mosley, has given a statement this afternoon. Can you tell us more about what she said?
Yeah, afternoon, Henry.
Hi.
I've been watching the rescue efforts all afternoon, and then we had this real impassioned plea from Claire Bailey Mosley, I thought, saying it's been 3 days since her husband went for a walk. He left her on a beach where she was staying with friends. And the talks about the difficulties of those days, thanks the local people, the local authorities and the British consulate for helps, and ends this relatively brief statement with words, "We will not lose hope." And the family haven't lost hope. I saw her children, their children, walking across the mountainous area where Dr. Mosley, their father, was last seen on Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah. And he was walking in 43-degree heat.
Mm.
And he was walking along, I think, a pathway that he didn't know very well. And there can only be, well, there's only limited options that they could be exploring, surely, because it's not a very big island.
You're right. And I've spoken to a number of teams of rescuers from the Red Cross, the fire brigade, the police, and mountain rescue. They have highlighted the fact that the temperature here has been ferocious, up to 48 degrees. We know that Dr. Mosley was carrying a small rucksack. He didn't stop at any of the shops or bars on his route to get fresh water. I spent a couple of hours today at a resort called Algae Marina, which would have been on his route. And the staff there have absolutely no recollection of him arriving there to get fresh supplies. Henry, I can't really stress enough how hot it is here.
Yeah.
And without water, it would be difficult to survive in these conditions. But Dr. Mosley was fit. He is a doctor.
Well, I was going to ask
He's
you about
used to
that. I mean,
extreme.
he's well known for the 5-2 diet. He's constantly telling us about our health and fitness and positivity in life. You would hope that if anybody could survive whatever has happened to him, it would be him.
Absolutely. If someone can do this, although he's a man of 67, so
Yeah.
not in the first flush of youth, he is a healthy man. He prides himself on his fitness. The distance isn't great. The issue here is the heat. It's part of the island, and you're quite right, Henry. It's a really small island, but this is so remote. Many local people I've spoken to have never walked on this path, which Dr. Mosley, for some reason that still isn't understood, he
Yeah.
decided to take this path, perhaps trying to get back to his villa. He didn't have a mobile telephone. The path isn't well laid out. The rescuers have warned me, be very careful. It's easy to lose the track, and then you're in the rocks, and it's difficult to find your way back.
Yeah.
But I've been watching the helicopter circling overhead for an hour and a half today with thermal imaging cameras, trying to find a trace of him. So the Greek authorities are putting in significant effort into this, and they're absolutely puzzled as to where has he gone to.
Really strange. Let's hope we find out in the next few hours. David Brown, Chief News Correspondent at The Times, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Okay, we were talking a few minutes ago about the Conservatives' policy focus today, stamp duty, and it's expected now that their manifesto will include a pledge to permanently scrap the duty for first-time buyers of properties costing up to £425,000. There's currently a nil rate threshold of that value. It's called First Time Buyers Relief, which is due to expire at the end of March next year. So let's take a look at what is involved in changing how stamp duty is levied. Dan Needle is a tax commentator and found.
Hey.
Συγκεκριμένα πλάι-πλάι. Τον έναν τον λόγο τον κύκλωσε η αστυνομία, τον άλλο τον λόγο τον κύκλωσε.